Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew, where family's everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Aunt.
How are you?
I'm good. I do love rocks, but usually with drinks. Saying from the alcoholic on parole, beating up police officers in Miami Beach.
It was Palm Beach. It wasn't Miami.
Whatever it was.
Palm.
She's clearly not
she
looking
was in
for
Palm Beach.
She's clearly not caring about her reputation.
She doesn't care about her reputation. But I got to say, we're 5 episodes into Crappie. Is it a Crappie Island or Crappie Lake? It's Crappie Lake. Right?
Crappie
I don't know
Lake.
why I call it Crappie Island. I like the idea of Crappie Island because the whole place is. Anyways, it is. I don't even think Bravo knew how great this show was going to be when they thought about it. They didn't
think about it. I think this producer brought it to their attention.
No, but I'm not saying that. But even when they said, okay, yeah, we're going to do Luann and Sonja in the middle of nowhere, I don't think even they realized what a gem this was going to be because it's so campy. It's like a pop classic almost instantly, and it will never be as good next year when they go wherever. The second season's never as funny because it's not as pure, it's not as organic. I feel that way about every season. The first season's always the best,
or the breakthrough, like Vanderpump. There'll never be a season like this past one,
right? I mean, they just won't. So I love Crappie Lake, and then of course I just want to say, of course Luann knows how to make a bed. She's a nurse and they teach bed making in nursing school. So she would know how to make a bed, and they definitely are not staying there because the whole hotel seems to be foreign to them.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. They have Neosporin on sale at BJ's currently.
Yes.
It's a massive box of it. So if Lou, you're still looking, it's available. I mean, where do we even begin? The mayor's dog has 2 middle names, and mine dog doesn't even have one.
Osborne Earl Smith Condrix. And he's 14 pounds and he's the love of his life. And
my question is, I think I have 3 hypotheses here. First and foremost, he's telling the truth and the dog's always had 2 middle names. Second, his wife is perfect for Sonia and Luann because she's nuts.
She's K.
Yeah. K. And then the third hypothesis is after a couple days of filming, he realized that you got to make shit up. You got to be crazy and wild, and you just got to say stupid shit.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, his name's Fred. I want to get the name. I wrote it down because I only knew him as the mayor. But Fred is loving this, and almost as much as Craig, the head of the DPW.
Oh, he loves it.
The first episode, he was like, they're just a bunch of spoiled rich girls from New York City. They're a pain. And now he's loving them. He's hugging them. He's kissing them. He's laughing with them. He thinks this is the greatest thing ever. I wonder how much he got paid.
I don't know if I've filmed on a show before and with community members of where you're filming, and they tend to just not get paid. What I think that
Craig needs money, and so doesn't Fred. They both should be paid.
Fred's got a pretty big role, but I will say that
Craig should get paid just for fixing the sign she knocked over.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think that was produced, or do you think she actually?
I think some of these things are. I will say that. Imagine if they didn't know them before they got there, and then they decided to Google them, and they saw Luann beating up the police officer, Sonia crying at the table about the Morgan letters, tipsy girl falling off her chair,
right?
Yelling at Dorinda, with Dorinda going clip. These people are probably Googling their sound bites. And they're probably like, oh my God.
Dorinda did clip.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Sonia.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
So
I see
Google
what you're
Sonia,
saying.
and you see all these erratic mental women yelling at each other for 10, 15 seasons.
Right.
That imagine these people in this town are probably like, oh, I just have to act like a clown. That's all I got to do.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But the mayor looked like a different person when he
got a glow up. He got a glow up after a couple days.
He looked like a different person at the ribbon cutting. I just want to say he looked like a completely different man. Now, when they went to clean the room, and there's that's very produced, but they're
Bed bug
ad-libbing
spray.
all over the place. Bed bug spray all over the place. I'm telling you, I do not believe they have a script. I believe they say we're going in, you're going to pretend you're making a bed, and that's all you have to do with those two. Now, maybe
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
wrong. I think that they could almost, what was that show with Drew Carey? That him and his
Whose line is it
improv-
anyway?
Yeah. No, was it something like that? But it was him and he was with these improv people and they
Yeah,
had to
whose
like
line is
make
it
up
anyway?
a scene. Yeah. This is almost these two.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, because just the way they sprayed, I mean, I don't believe Madam Morgan. What do they call her?
Lady Morgan.
Lady Morgan. I don't believe Lady Morgan has a maid. I'm just gonna say that.
No, I do have a
She always
question.
seems to be poor.
Do you think that they found Graham at the dog shelter and called Vanderpump Dogs?
No, because it's Illinois, right? Are we in Illinois? I keep on
Who
forgetting
knows?
what state we're in.
Well, we are in Illinois.
Oh,
but who
yeah, but did
knows
you
where
see-
Graham was shipped
Let's
off
not
to?
get sidetracked with VP.
Oh no, I was just throwing in there. I will say,
because
housewives love
Ariana-
pets.
They do, but Ariana was on. Somebody was showing a clip of like a year or two ago of her saying that Graham's a real pain. He bit me. So they have a clip of Ariana saying that Graham bit her,
Of course,
and that the
Ariana's
dog
on.
is a terrible dog. So I think it's sort of interesting. I mean, if Ariana said she was bit by the dog, then maybe the dog is a menace.
I don't
How
think
many
so.
times do you think a dog should be able to bite a human before it's
I have kids touch my dog in the elevator, all this, and my dog
Yeah, but-
doesn't do anything more than
Right,
just
she-
like sit there.
right, but she doesn't bite.
Well,
So
then
how many
control
times
your
do you
dogs.
think a dog should be able to bite? There's some of those dogs there at the shelter. They look scary. Maybe
Poor
it's because they can't hump.
I will say that
Sonia.
housewives love dogs. They love pets. And LVP should look at this as an opportunity. She should be open. She should be rebranding them and calling them Vanderpump Dogs and have.
I know it was kind of funny when they said that the animal, when Sonia said the animal shelter, that wasn't a very sexy name.
I loved it when she goes, "They're so close, they can't even dry hump."
That's what I mean. That's why they're so miserable, because they can't
Exactly.
hump. Yeah. I mean, I don't think some of those dogs seem a little aggressive.
Yeah, well, most they are.
That's
What
the
do you-
problem with rescue
What do you
dogs.
like to get when you go to Dairy Queen? What do you like to get?
I don't go to Dairy Queen, but I did go to the Beach Plum the other day,
Oh,
and I got an almond joy with Coke. It's a coconut with almond joy.
you want a good cookie? Go to Stop and Shop. They make homemade almond joy cookies.
Ooh,
They're all lovely.
I love
They're
coconut.
amazing.
I thought it was funny that when Luann pulls up, all she ordered was a vanilla cone at first. I was like, she was going on and on. She wants a vanilla cone. What the heck is that? But then they did get I mean, at least Sonia's a little exciting. She wants the twirl.
I mean, I will say I can do without like the bodily fluids and the farting and like
I
the,
know, but I guess they both have a little what is it called? And lactose intolerance. They took their digestive, of course, Nurse Luann would take her digestive enzymes.
yes,
I'm
of
gonna
course,
say,
of course,
of course.
absolutely.
Yes, of course. Anyways, I just have to-
Luann shot. Oh, I love this. Luann shit a whole bed once. They had to change the mattress. That's what Sonia said. That was. I'm like, oh my god, Luann must kill her.
I think well, that's almost like the time that I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. That's almost like when Vicky, she pees the bed a lot too. How many
Oh, that's
times
true.
on Housewives of OC did they show the bed have a stain?
Of course, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, the playground found its way back into from obscurity,
I
right?
mean, that just came out of nowhere, that
Hippity
playground, but
boppity boo.
it was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I've never
and it
seen
was
a
there the next
playhouse
day.
like that the whole day. So I thought it was funny. We revisited Nurse Luann again. She can make a bed. She knows how to take digestive aids. And she did something else that her nursing skills. Oh, when they wanted her to clean the anal glands.
Oh,
on the
yes.
dogs. But she wasn't going for that. But she's more than qualified as a registered nurse to do
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to check this. Is she a licensed practical nurse or a registered nurse? I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
We can try to find that out, but I'm
You
doubting
know, Kim
whatever's.
Zolciak. There's a lot of them are nurses.
Oh,
Kim
I'm sure.
Zolciak.
I
Kim
will. Let's go
Zolciak's
back
a nurse,
quickly to
too.
the playground.
Okay, go ahead.
Sonia needed video footage. You know why she was taking the video? Because she needed to have something to post because that's how they got it for free.
Oh yeah, well of course she had to.
Yeah,
But it
there
was
had to
so
be
funny
some
how
branding
Luann,
thing.
it was so funny how Luann just kept on going on and on and on. And all I could think of is when a politician thinks you've talked too much, you've really talked too much. Because who talks more than a politician about nothing?
Totally.
A politician. And Kay and Fred, when they came, they look like this was the greatest week, day, month, whatever, however long they've been there. I figure they're really there about 2 weeks or so. It seems to be getting a little bit.
Oh yeah, maybe 2 weeks. I think at first we thought a week, but I think 2 weeks.
I
love
think they're
that
there a couple of weeks because it is taken. I mean, it's taken a while to do all these scenes. Think about what they've done. They've gone to bars. They've gone to
Mudding.
teas. They've gone mudding. They went
Testicle festival.
noodling, testicle festival. That's a lot. Even if I can't imagine they really did more than 1 or 2 of those events a day.
Maybe
I
one
mean,
a
maybe
day.
they could noodle in the afternoon and go to the bar in the evening, but they're not doing a consecutive things. I mean, I can't wait for the talent show.
Oh,
We
I
haven't
can't wait for the
seen that
talent show.
yet.
How about Luann rolling up with Feeling Giovanni on the radio?
Oh my God. When Lou loves herself
Oh,
more than anybody, she loves to, when she was in the car, I want to see what I wrote about that because I just thought that was one of the funniest things. You know, most performers, like real performers, not Luann de Lesseps, don't want to listen to themselves at all.
no.
No, they're very self-conscious. If they hear themselves come on and stuff, they're very like the only I can think of like Steve Perry of Journey. Well, he was of Journey years ago. He's a huge San Francisco Giants fan.
Okay.
And they always play because Journey's the San Francisco
Oh yeah.
band. Don't Stop Believing is like their Sweet Caroline, like the Red Sox have. Don't Stop Believing. And when he's at the game, he's in his box and he's like singing along, you know, Don't Stop Believing with that's different.
Yeah.
But
different.
I don't believe Steve Perry is ever in the car listening to Don't Stop Believing.
It also sounds good.
What do you mean?
Like if he did, it also is like a multi-platinum album.
Yes, Feeling Giovanni.
I mean, it made me feel like when they got off the fake private plane that they like puddle jumped into Benton, that it should have been like, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Countess speaking. We have arrived.
Yes. She does have some good songs. You can't deny Countess. We're going to have to go see her sometime.
We need to do a podcast on the best housewife songs.
Oh.
We can go through them all.
Yeah, that would be a great. Yeah. Because some are just. How about though? I mean, would the worst be included in the best?
I mean, the best housewife song vocally, but there's a lot of auto tune. But like the one that's the most impressive is the fake voice of Melissa Gorga singing the ballad song that in her like dining room to Joe Gorga. It's actually a good, decent song, but I don't think like. I think I
don't even know the song.
It's like just go. I forget the name of it, but like it's literally she premiered it to him because they like made him dinner and then she put the track on in her like dining room and it was
I don't remember that. Why don't I remember?
I loved how they said the reason why they can pay for the dog offense is by doing a dozen cameos. It's like
I actually think with the grass and the land that they had at that shelter, that they're going to make that place nice. They're going to make it nice. They're going to make it nice. I actually think that shelter is going to be nice. I do
believe they cook
believe.
for the pets. They clean all day. They'll make it nice.
They'll make it nice. I want to say when Luann was in the shelter, I have the same MCM bag that she had. I just wanted to throw it out there.
I like MCM.
I do too. Do you know what MCM stands for?
I don't.
Modern Contemporary Munich. It's German.
Interesting.
Yes, there you go.
I have a pair of sunglasses from MCM.
I like them because they're German.
Yeah.
There's very few.
How about, I loved how Luann's
German
like,
brands.
when she said, I do love rocks, but usually with drinks. And then like, obviously as the alcoholic, you know, rehab, all this. And then 5 minutes later, she's having an emotional breakdown, cutting the ribbon on the playground.
She wouldn't Stop. It was so funny. She just cracks me up, Luann. This is emotional to me. No, it wasn't. It was, like I said, when the man tells you enough already, you know it's bad because the politician can never shut up. So that's what makes it even funnier.
We also have to remember that both of them, we do have Countess Luann and Lady Sonia Morgan.
Yes.
They also think that they're royalty. So we are not just getting reality stars. We are getting people that are rich, affluent, over the top in the social scene.
We're rich.
Think they're royal.
Yes. And not only that, but they used to be in a very
different
big
place.
Circle. They were with society, Morgan, everybody loves a European royalty in America. Even if they have no money or anything, they still love it. So they were in a whole different circle before. And now they're, housewives. Nothing wrong with that. I think they've made the best of a bad situation.
Oh, I think that they're doing wonderful. I can only imagine what Ramona, Dorinda, they're all so jealous. And honestly, I would have said Jill Zarin too, but after listening to the podcast with Bethany, I don't think she does. And Luann was at her ladies' luncheon along with like a bunch of ex-housewives. That's all the ones that showed up. Margaret was there.
Yes, I saw Margaret, and I think there were a lot of Potomac, weren't there?
A couple. No, there was just more. There was a lot of like reject wives.
Yeah, I didn't see any. I saw Allie. Who else was there?
Cynthia Bailey was there.
Brooke
Wyndham, or not
Cynthia,
That's from
Cynthia, whatever.
Bailey.
Bailey. Not Cynthia Bailey. The one that was the waxing queen of New York City, Cindy
Barshop.
Cindy. Yeah, she was there. I saw her. I think Kelly wasn't there. Kelly goes to.
I don't know. I saw a big picture. I do know that.
I thought Kelly might have been there, but Kelly just got engaged.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a few. Margaret was there. What's her name? The new Fessler was there.
Jen. I have a feeling she'd go to an opening of a cereal box.
Yeah, it's true. I think so.
No, I think so too. Now I loved, well, first of all, watching, it was riveting to me watching Jill and Bethany in person.
Yeah, I watched it.
It was riveting to me. It was riveting. Yeah. I loved it. I even loved it like with her being crazy, getting the house ready and everything. I loved it.
Oh yeah. I loved it too. I mean, the only thing it was missing is a nice little tagline of "My current husband is now engaged to his mistress." Did you see that with Lenny Hochstein? And
I know he got engaged. I saw,
and they're not even divorced.
I know, and her name is Hochstein already, and her Instagram. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
and it was on Lisa's birthday.
Oh my God, are they horrible human beings?
No, but Lisa kind of like took it with a grain of salt. That's why she shaded him so bad.
She must be getting a lot of money. Doesn't she have somebody too?
Oh yeah, she's dating someone.
But... Yeah. She's got someone. She's got a great agreement. I think she always knew. Now tell me, did you love when they went into the clothing store and they put on the wigs?
Oh yeah.
It was very Dynasty. It was I was getting a whole Joan Collins and oh God, who was the blonde on Dynasty? Linda Evans.
Yeah.
Linda Evans. I got that whole vibe. It was very 80s. And I hope they went back and paid those women. That's all.
I hope so too.
And I loved all the little toppers. That must have been why Luann had the bangs. I bet you she picked up bangs there.
Probably.
You know what I mean? And we're just seeing this out of order, but I thought it was great when she was in her wig. And then they went down the street with their new hair.
Oh,
it was very 80s, very retro. It was so good. And I did love that Lou just loves to pose, even with the drill. She doesn't care what it is. She is a complete and total Instagram. You know what I want to call it, but I don't like that word. I don't like when women insult women that way.
Yeah, I hear you.
She's just self-absorbed a little bit with her Instagram feeds. And I was happy for Craig at the end.
What about Rashad's room that they cleaned?
Billy, he's been
Billy's room.
He's been kissing.
He's been texting Sonia, sending kissy faces.
What a kissy faces mean? Mwah, 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 mwah.
I feel like I've sent them to you.
I don't know about that.
No, I
I
have.
don't
Just like
know.
the heart. The heart.
Oh, just like a heart. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought a kissy face is also there's like a like
No,
there's
no, no.
ones where
That's
they
what she was
kiss.
saying. Just the like the heart.
Oh, okay. Well, he's sending her kissy face. Of course. Well, that I don't believe that, and I don't believe that was his room
No,
with
they
the
banged
apple
at
and
the
the whole-
Airbnb. If they banged,
I don't think they did. I never know. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know.
I don't know about that either. But whether she did or she didn't, she's getting some mileage out of it. That's all I'm gonna say. They're both a little
getting
over. They're
mileage.
both a little boy crazy still for their age. They must be on.
Totally.
Do you think that's a shtick, or you think they're really boy crazy?
I think that it's pathetic. You and
I
I have
do.
talked about this. They're the kind of they're like the 56-year-old women that have the sash on at their birthday party when they're turning
Oh,
53.
I'm going to tell you something. People out there, if you're over 21 and this is the only time after 21 that wearing a sash is acceptable. And that's at your bachelorette weekend. So everybody knows you're the bride. But after that, if you walk around with a crown or a sash on your birthday, you are pathetic as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing worse than 40-year-old women who are divorced with a sash on and a crown going, I'm 40. Oh, please don't do it, women. You're humiliating yourselves. Stop.
Or men.
And 50 is bad. 60 is worse. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. If I insult anybody, hey, listen, this is my opinion. If you want to express your opinion, you have a podcast.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. I'm not being filtered anymore. I think you're pathetic walking around in a crown and a sash.
Exactly. And also,
But then I will say this. Once you get to like 85 or so, I think it's cute now.
you can bring it back.
You can from 21 to like 80 something, you should keep it in the
It's
drawer.
like diapers.
When you're in diapers, you can wear a sash. If you're wearing diapers over at 75, 80, you can go back to the sash. I like that.
It depends what you're wearing. Anywho,
And it depends how you're celebrating too.
Exactly.
If you're just having a little sip of cold duck, what the heck's a little crown?
Exactly. Well, I just can't get enough. They make me laugh start to finish.
Start to finish. I love the show. I love this show.
Great.
I don't want it to ever end.
Excellent decision by Bravo to do 30-minute episodes instead of hour.
Well, I could use 30 minutes of the Housewives. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, you're never going to change that though until you start your you're talking about New York. Until you change your mindset, you're never going to like them. So
we'll see.
No, you're not. You're not going to.
We'll see. I'll see.
You walk into each episode about the New York Housewives thinking, I'm going to hate this. How much am I going to hate this today?
That's not true.
Anywho, well, you'll have to catch up on our Real Housewives of New York recaps to hear Aunt's real feelings about the reboot, because they're not all terrible, but they're also not great. But again, family's everything until it's not. So you never know. Anywho, catch you next time.